Hey, this one, it may ruffle some feathers. This is popular fitness advice I would not follow if I'm in my 30s or my 40s. And this is the kind of advice that everybody's telling you should follow. And again, I'm someone who has been lifting for about 15 years, all without injury. And that's rare, especially in the fitness space. And it's largely due to the advice that I follow and not mainstream social media advice. So if you're in your 30s and your 40s and maybe you're new to the gym, this may surprise you because this is going to be contrary to what you probably heard on social media. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of the first pieces of fitness advice that's popular that I would not follow is lifting to failure. Now I know that may surprise you. You're probably like, what? Everybody says I should lift to failure. Lift to failure, even the professionals say I should lift to failure. And now I do agree with that. In fact, I even promote it for a certain kind of individual. But if you're in your 30s and you're in your 40s and you're new to the gym, I don't promote lifting to failure. Because think about what lifting to failure entails. It means that you're taxing your muscle to the max. Your muscles are fatigued. You're trying to go until you can't go anymore. Now, if you're a newbie in the gym and you're in your late 30s or 40s, that means you're not young. And what that means is that you have a higher chance of injury. Think about it. If you're literally new to the gym and you're trying to go to failure and your form is being compromised, all because you're concerned about going till failure. And really, if your muscles fail on you, that's just a higher chance of injury. So for the beginner, I do not recommend lifting to failure. Now, there is a season for it. There is an individual for it. Yes, I believe the intermediate lifter, I believe the advanced lifter can lift to failure. It's a season for it. But if you're new to the gym and you're an older gentleman, again, I just want you to be cautious about lifting to failure. So what do I recommend? Well, if you're new to the gym and you're in your late years of your life, instead of lifting to failure, why not lift until you have one left in the chamber? So that means that instead of lifting to failure, you're going to lift until you lift. And then you feel like, you know what? If I try to go one more, maybe I can get it, but it's going to be a struggle, but I know I can get it. See, that's lifting until you have one in the chamber. And you're still getting the same result because you're taxing, you're fatiguing your muscle. You're still breaking down the muscle fibers, but you're not risking the chance of injury. Because as soon as you try to go to failure, then you see it in the gym all the time. Your form is compromised. And once your form is compromised, then you're opening up the door to set yourself up for risk of injury. So instead, why not lift until you have one in the chamber confidently? That's one that you know will be a struggle. You know you can get it, but it will be a struggle. Lift to that and you're going to be good. Some other popular fitness advice that I would not follow is working out 6 to 7 times a week. Everyone says no days off, right? We should work out to 6, 7 days a week. But if you do that, again, think about what you're increasing the risk of. You're increasing the risk of injury. Now, again, there is a season for working out 6 to 7 times a week if you know how to structure your workouts and how to make sure that you're not overworking the same muscle groups. You have to do it strategically. You have to structure your workouts in the right way. But if you're working out 6 to 7 times a week, no days off, as popular social media tells you, then when are your muscles recovering? How are you even refueling your muscles? And if your muscles don't recover, guess what? Again, that's how people get injured because they keep hammering their muscles thinking that they're doing themselves good, but not realizing that muscle growth comes from outside of the gym when we're resting and when we're relaxing. So instead of working out 6 to 7 days a week, you will find that even new research shows that you can build a solid physique with only 3 to 4 days of working out. That's it. All you need is about 3 to 4 days. You don't need 7 days. And if you overwork yourself, you overwork that muscle, and the muscle don't even have a chance to repair, well then, my friend, you're not going to be in this game for a long time. You're going to be in it for a short time. And that's not what we want. We want to work out for longevity. So you only really need 3 to 4 workouts per week. Some other popular fitness advice. Now these coaches, they're gonna not like what I have to say, because they will tell you that buy my program and you can get in shape in 60 days. And you can get in shape in 90 days. Now I want you to really think about that. While it's true that you can make significant change in 60 to 90 days, do you really think that you can build a bulletproof physique in 60 to 90 days? Especially if you're someone who has a lot of body fat and no muscle. Do you really think that? Think about it this way. You didn't put on body fat overnight. You didn't put it on in 60 to 90 days. So how can you expect to put on solid muscle and to burn fat in 60 to 90 days? It doesn't make sense. You put on body fat over a course of a period of time, likely years it's taking you. In order to burn body fat and to build a decent physique, it's going to take you 6 months to 1 year minimum. And that's not something that you're hearing a lot online. Anyone who has a decent physique, ask them, how long did it take you? You think they're going to say, oh, it took me 60 days, 90 days. No, that's a program. If you want to build a decent physique, as long as you have a structure, you have a program, 6 months minimum. 6 months, especially if you're a newbie, but 1 year or to 2 years even to pack on a lot of muscle and to have that nice physique. But just know, 60 to 90 days, no, it's going to take longer, 6 months to 1 year. All right, I can go on all day, but this is going to be the last part. If you want a part 2, just comment below and I can definitely give you a part 2 because there's so much advice that's not made for the aging man. It's made for the teenager, for the 20-year-old, but not for the man who's aging, right? So other advice you may hear online is just focus on calories. And this one, it's a half truth because calories, if you want to burn body fat, yes, you eat less calories. But I want you to remember this. And if you can remember this will change your physique. This will change your fitness program, your outlook. Calories determine how much you gain or how much you lose. Macronutrients determine how you look and how your body composition is. Micronutrients determine how you feel and how you function. If you can wrap your head around that, calories determine how much fat you lose, how much fat you gain or muscle, vice versa. But the macros determine what you look like if you're hitting your macronutrients. Your micros often overlook, but that determines exactly how you feel. So when we think of micros, you think of your magnesium, you think of your fiber, your sodium, things of that nature, potassium, and the list goes on, right? That determines how you function, how you feel. But people will tell you that calories in and calories out is all that matters. Yeah, you can argue you can eat 2,000 calories of honey buns, but who do you think is going to look better? Someone who eats 2,000 calories of honey buns or 2,000 calories of clean, whole food? We know the answer. This person over here, they're going to look better. In fact, they're not going to be as inflamed in the face, inflamed in their physique, all because they're eating anti-inflammatory foods. So again, this is just some of the popular fitness advice that I see online that I would not follow if I'm just starting out in the gym, if I have an unorthodox schedule. Maybe I work night shift, maybe I work 12-hour shifts or swing shifts, and I'm in my 30s and my 40s. I would take these recommendations. This is something I have been following. And again, everything I said I would not do, there are seasons for it. Maybe you're not a beginner, and now maybe you're treading into the intermediate and advanced territory. Definitely implement those things. But if you're just starting out, that's advice I would not follow. So if you want to see a part 2, let me know. But until then, I see you in the next one. Peace.